Hello, this is Meshell Baker, and it's day 24 of the month of April of me telling you a joke. Basically, bringing some lightness and levity to the current challenging, interesting, difficult situation that we're going through with COVID-19. And why am I doing this? Because my goal with this is that you experience some awareness around the power of what happens when you're able to shift your emotions into a state where it gets you into your creative mind. So today, that's what we're going to talk about. I wanted to share with you that your conscious and unconscious mind are in one of three places at any given moment. And you're either in memory, which is the past, you're in the present, which is now, or you're in imagination, which is the future. And how you know if imagination works in one of two ways. It works either for you or against you. So how do you know if it's working for you or against you? If you actually love your life, you overall have good feelings, you think that things will work out in your favor, you don't worry too much about what's happened because you know it's going to balance itself out. Universe, God, divine, Buddha, Allah, whatever you want to call your higher power is always working on your behalf, and there's no such thing as a setback. This is always a setup for success for you. When you are in that state, your imagination is working for you. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you find that it's difficulty, it's unfair, you always have problem with bosses, your jobs never work out, there's always a pay cut, things never work, your car gets a flat, you never get a break, you always get a bill, setbacks, all these things. I never meet a nice guy and that nice person, right? I always lose money. So if you're that person that's always, you're using those definitive statements against yourself, then your imagination is working against you. Your imagination makes you infinite. I want you to understand that imagination is the future. When you can begin to imagine favorable things happening to you 51% or more of the time. You just need to get to 51% to see a shift in your life, because you are attracting positive or negative. Remember, you are energy. Your soul is energy. When it leaves your body, that's why your body goes cold and placid, because the energy is warm. Now, energy, by the law of physics, can either only be positive or negative. So you are generating, calibrating, vibrating at this energy, and it's attracting more of that to you. Remember, you cannot reap what you have not sown. You cannot harvest what you have not planted. So the more positive energy you plant and put out in the world, the more is going to come back to you. So again, how do you know what you're doing? How do you know how your imagination is working for you, how your energy is calibrating? What are you feeling? If you are feeling, even if you're listening to me now and you're like, "Foo-ha, this chick is an idiot," that's negative. Just because you don't agree with me doesn't make me an idiot. Just like, "Oh, this is interesting, not for me," move on. Understand how you're judging people. The thoughts in your head are dictating where you are attracting. Your thoughts become things. Everything you look at, as you look at me and you look around your room, everything you look at was someone's thought. They thought, I wonder what if I could create this. I wonder what if I could create that experience. I wonder what if I could do this. Everything you set your eyes on, everything you touch, everything you use was somebody's thought. Thoughts become things. So your thoughts are becoming the things in your life. That is your imagination. So what does this have to do with laughter, Meshell? Well, in order to create more positivity, you must get yourself to a positive state. Now, if you're the person who is listening to this and found yourself that most often you're in a negative state, or you're listening to this and you'd like to have more of a positive state, this is where laughter works in your favor. What happens with the laughter is that it helps you to shift your emotions quickly. So when you are in the process of retraining that chatter in your head and your knee-jerk reaction to situations, you need to interrupt the old way and interject the new way. And laughter is one of those great ways. And your willingness to not care what other people think. Oh man, I can't do that. People would think I'm crazy. Your willingness to not care if someone else thinks you're crazy because you are on a path, you are determined to turn your life in your favor so you can access the infinite mind and imagination so that it can work in your favor, because you have been wanting and desiring this life that's amazing and you just can't seem to access it. That is what will get you there. Your willingness to not care what another person thinks, that you're uniting with he that is greater than you. Again, you can call your he divine, Buddha, God, Allah, the goddess, the spirit, whatever you want to call your deity, your higher power. Your willingness to unite will be found when you do not care what another human thinks in pursuit of what's true inside of you. I want the bliss. I want the abundance. That's my birthright. And I will do whatever it takes in order to get it. That's when you'll unite. That's when you'll find more and more of it till you get to that pendulum swinging to 51%. And once it gets 51%, it can grow exponentially fast after that. And it's getting you there to switch that. So again, why laughter? Well, laughter, as I shared with you, it does so many things in your body. One of the most powerful things that laughter does is it actually accesses numerous parts of your brain at one time. This emotion fires off the left side of your cortex. It fires off your frontal lobe. It does something within the right hemisphere. And the sensory processing happens in the occipital lobe. So there's 4 parts of your brain all working when you get that deep belly laugh, that uproarious laughter that lights you up so much that it lights up other people. And you know, you've been in a situation where people have such a hearty laugh and it's so powerful that you actually want to know, oh my God, what are they laughing about? Because it's a FOMO. You want some. Now this might be, FOMOs aren't good because there's scarcity and lack, fear of missing out. This may be a good one. If someone's laughing really good, I would actually say jump on that and get you some if you can, right? Because it is amazing what happens inside of you when you get a really, really good laugh. So having said that, today's jokes are, this is day 24. And you know, as I've done this last 10 days, I've actually been giving you 2 jokes. So the first one is, what do you call a farm that makes bad jokes? Right? You might say, what do you call it, Michelle? But what do you call a farm that makes bad jokes? Corny. Okay. All right. What do you call a dangerous sun shower? What do you call a dangerous sun shower? A reign of terror. You can't tell me those aren't so good, bad. They're good. They're actually awesome. I love them. Okay. Having said that, that's today. It's the 24th. My name is Meshell Baker. I'm an award-winning international keynote speaker. I'm a sales confidence coach, and I'm the current director of global sales development for the National Association of Sales Professionals. It's my absolute pleasure to come to you every day to give you something to add lightness and levity to your life as we go through this challenging and difficult time in history. And if you are a sales individual, a leader, or have an organization, a team, and you're looking for something to really set and represent your team and yourself and your organization, that sales group, in a different manner where you guys are able to, no matter what the current circumstances, to find lightness and levity and deliver that in your sales calls so that your buyers and clients are having exemplary experiences, I would love to have a conversation with you. Again, my name is Meshell Baker. I can be reached at +1 512 937 3263, +1 512 937 3263. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.